Hey guys, I wanted to make a quick video about HTML and React. So here, I have made a tiny little button here, some style. I already put it in. I know it has this ugly green. Maybe we should change it to blue. So it's a little bit better. You can actually pass hash values here, so on F1 or something. Let me see if that works. Ooh, okay, I can be here all day trying to change this value of it. I'm just gonna leave it there. And as you can see, we have the header, and I have created this little market style, so I don't have to create another a style document separated from here. And we have our body tag that represents the entire body of the document. And then within here, I created a container called app, which is probably like this size, that it wraps around the things that I put in it. There is a headline that says, I made a button, I made a button. And then there is a button. There's a divider that represents this button. This button styles come, this class here, come from here with this little dot. Wait, I messed it up. And then it gives it a background color and width, which is this new CSS thing that is amazing. Display and color white. Color represents the font color, not the color of the button. That's basic HTML, but let's say I want to make this button kind of do something when I click on it. On HTML, I'll probably put, and I'm just gonna write something here called alert. Yo, who told you you could click me? Right, and we're gonna I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna rerun this. That is running as soon as I refresh the page. Yo, who told you can click me? Which is not what we want. What we want is really go to this button here and create like an on handler on click. Let me see if I can do this. I really don't remember my HTML. But this is how you would do it, I think. And then you would write a function here called function click or something, clicking. And then you close this function like this. And then you put this alert within the function. So this function, this alert doesn't happen until you click it. And then this would be click handler, handle, click. So this function's job is to handle the click, and then you tie it up over here. I'm not sure how the syntax is here. You see, this HTML doesn't give me like autocomplete, hover over. So can't find variable handle click. Let me try it again. Oh, there you go. Boom, made it. So it was a little tedious. Sorry, you had to watch that. But essentially, you create a function here within this little script tags or within another document, and then when you pass a div element, you give it a handler over here like this: on click, handle click, handle click. Let me show how to do all this stuff on React. React is a JavaScript library, which essentially it's HTML within the JavaScript. So I'm just using FrameRx because it's super nice. And on the top, this is a JavaScript document. And in the background, I'm running Node.js. You don't have to worry too much about what that is, but it auto refreshes, and it has a little server, and it's doing all this magic for me. But essentially what you got here is the similar environment that you have on Code Sandbox. You put everything within a function. So every component, it's a function. You import it from React, and now you can do stuff like this. So what the function does, let me just delete this. It just returns a div, an HTML tag. You kind of close it like this. That's all it does. Oh shit. And then you see it that whenever I sort of saved or clicked away, it automatically rearranges my code to be super awesome. So I'm just gonna paste what I had here. And as soon as I click away and I come back, it's already like all wrapped around. All I did here is I'm passing that thing, and I'm giving it a style connection here, so I can put styles within here. And I'm just gonna start copy pasting my thing over here. So for background, you have to watch out a little bit because we are in a JavaScript. There are rules and regulations how things are supposed to be. So I need to put this in little quote marks, so it works. And CSS within JavaScript is so tedious. So look, so it's the same thing here, right? So we got the padding, and padding and CSS, they can be all naked, but over here they have to be protected by the string. Now you're seeing change. The color is the same thing. I can actually I pass the little things, yeah. And then let me see if I can change the font size. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. This is CSS. So far, all the words that we have described are one word, which is perfect. But now we have a 2-word situation. In JavaScript, you cannot do this. This is forbidden. This little thing. So they do it like this. I will show you a workaround how to work CSS within JavaScript in a different video. It's called style components, and you can just copy paste CSS. But for now, just so we don't have any dependencies here, we only work in React, and that's it. And so you have this, and then now the button is starting to be the same. So the width, this is perfect because it already comes with quote marks. So I can just do pew, pew, and now our button is gonna be like same size. The last thing I'll do is font size, which was not on our original thing. The font size is gonna be like 24 or something. Now the font size is like the one thing that I can just pass numbers. And now you're thinking, okay, so we built a beautiful thing, but it doesn't, like our thing here says, hey, who told you you can click me? Close. So we want the same thing here. For that, I gotta pass on click handler, and you pass it like the same way. And then here we do, what did we have? We have some logic here. Oh yeah, it's just an alert. Actually, we can do the same little function here. So we can just copy paste this function. It's JavaScript. And then over here we call a little function. And who told you you can click me? Okay, so this is sort of like what you're looking for, right? Now the beauty about React is that I can now create another document called list or something, I don't know, right? And it's gonna come with the same thing. And I'm gonna delete this. So you have your frame here, and I'm actually going to create a little bit of a structure. And then what I want to do is I want to put my button in here. Now this button, you see the difference between this button and this button. So it's screaming at me because it doesn't know what it is, right? But the reason that it doesn't know what it is because we haven't imported. So we can import things from, and we can just give it a, I'll explain what this is in a second. Now I can explain what this is in a second. It still works. But so this frame is by default. This is coming from Framer, but by default, this frame is 200 by 200. Just, and then 50% opacity, just so you can see it and we can prototype on the fly. And now we have our HTML button, which is kind of lame. And then we have our beautiful button that we made it, right? So now you're starting to see that once you have something like this, once you have a React component, you can reuse it anywhere. And that's essentially the beauty of React. You wrapped around these little components in a function like this. This is the whole function. Obviously, I went ham with the styling, but you now have your button. And I can pass some properties. And then instead of click me, I can just put props that we're gonna call this text, I guess. And now it doesn't have anything, but now we can go to our list, and then you can put text equals to add to car or something. So this one can be add to car, but then this one can be click me. Oh shit. Click me. So now you're starting to see how awesome this thing is, right? So now I can just be like, don't even think about it. There you go. Anyways, I just wanted to show a little bit of a quick intro to React. Hopefully this video isn't that boring. I'm gonna try to edit it to make it more awesome. I don't know what you can do with this. I don't know if it's yeah, so you just create it and it works once. And then this works multiple times. Thank you for watching another Leleta.